Hello and welcome to another Fundamental Effective Practice Strategies. My name's Craig Ross. I'm part of the Highlander School of Golf. I'm a director with my brother Les. Right, we've got a very simple agenda for golf practice strategies. Finding a practice facility, range strategy, chipping and bunker practice strategy, and putting strategy. Right, you're going to assess the practice facilities in your area. Like for instance, you might have a country club golf course nearby, or a municipal golf course nearby, or lucky enough to have a practice driving range separate to the golf courses that in your area. But the perfect practice facility would be a driving range, a bunker, and a chipping green, and a putting green. Right, when you find your range, like the one I'm just showing you in this picture on the left-hand side, the key point here is playing the range like a golf course. Now the emphasis here that I want to bring out here is that from 50 yards to 100 yards. Such an important area in the game of golf, because you can save a lot of shots in this particular area, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail at the moment, but what I'm showing you in the imaginary course that you're going to be playing is that you play a lot more of your shots from the 50 to 100 yard shots. So you want to spend a bit more time on that particular area, and then obviously 120 to 150 yards is the fairway, and then obviously your drives, which may range from about 150 to 200 plus. And you see the split ratio that I've got there. Spend 50% of your golf balls on that magic yardage, 100, or I've put 60 to 100, but let's call it 50 to 100, because you're going to be playing a lot more of those shots in the game of golf. And if you can master those, or get to some sort of mastery in that distance, you'll find that you'll save a lot of shots in your golf in future. And then 25% of your shots out of your bucket of balls should be spent in the fairway shots, and then obviously 25% remaining on your drives. Right, chipping and bunker strategy. I want to make it as simple as possible. We talk about the bump and run. Now the bump and run is a club like an 8-iron or a 9-iron, and you're going to put your feet fairly close together with the ball in the middle of your feet, with your weight leaning towards the lead side. And you're going to literally putt the ball with an 8-iron, 9-iron. And you'll find that the ball will just lob up. And because your weight's leaning more to your lead side, you find that the angle of attack is relatively steep, and you catch the ball first, then the ground. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's the easiest chip shot to play around the greens. Now equally as simple in the bunkers, bunker play is all about hitting sand. The biggest fear of any golfer is the bunkers hitting sand. So practice it. Practice hitting sand. So with a slightly wider stance than you would normally have in your chipping action, with the ball more towards the lead side, ball position that is, and again just your weight leaning more to your lead foot, just swing and hit sand and follow through. So once you've accustomed to hitting sand and feeling comfortable that you're taking an even amount of sand, you're not digging into the ground or missing the ground, but you're taking an even amount of sand. So what that encourages is the coordination between your obviously hitting the sand and your release of your hinges through the golf ball, or in this case through the sand. And once you feel more comfortable, you just put the ball in front of you and do exactly the same thing. It's that simple. Keep it simple, stupid in this game. Now, keeping it simple, again, with that simple thought, we take you to the putting green and the strategy there. Now, feel of distance is such an important part when you do get close to the green, as well as on the green. Now, one of the things I teach my students is the feel of distance, and you just walk away from a hole, for instance, and stand about 25 yards from the hole, and you literally take it with your lead hand or your dominant hand, the golf ball that is, and you just roll the golf ball towards the hole. And then you get an understanding of distance, and once you've done that a number of times, you just literally pick up the putter with that same dominant hand, putt the ball, stroke the ball towards the hole. And you do that a number of times, and you start to develop the feel of the putting. And it's, as I said, keep it simple. That's the end of this fundamental. If you like what you hear and it's meaning something to you and you want to share it with your friends, please do so and send them our website address. If you need further information on lessons and you need a bit more information on your swing, then you can go to online lessons and it'll take you through the process of sending me videos, and we can give you a little bit more advice on what to do next. It's been an absolute pleasure, and see you soon.